youths across Lagos State. Well, on that note, I welcome you to another edition of Lagos Farmers, and of course brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My name is Timmy Dayo Anthony, standing in for Dilly Agadama. But I'm not doing this alone. It is always a dual presentation. And in the studio with me this evening, I have
Adeola Odolesi. Thank you for having me.
You've heard his name. We are both co-anchoring this wonderful edition this evening. It is a program that will educate you, blow your mind, open your mind to what is ahead when it comes to agriculture and food. And remember, the population seems to be growing every day, and the food is not just enough for all of us. So how can you take advantage, become an agripreneur, if I will put it that way?
Absolutely.
And how you can provide for your family. All right, go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, our guest today is Otun Olamilekan from the Agro Processing Department of Lagos State Agricultural Development.
And he's also a principal research officer in the LSADA.
Yeah.
Right, here in the studio, we say welcome to Lagos Traffic Radio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Yeah.
Have you been here before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. So you're at home then. Relax. Feel free, relax.
All right.
But let me let you know that you can join us on YouTube and visit us on YouTube at Lagos SADA, where you can also view more of our discussions this evening. So let's start up with our conversation, because we don't have enough time. Yes, we have a whole lot to discuss.
Yes.
Mr. Olamilekan, to start with, what is the core vision behind Chicks to Plate initiative, and why has the partnership between LSADA and BATFA strategically shifted its focus to the poultry value chain this year?
The core vision is to feed Lagos.
And Lagos is hungry.
Lagos is very hungry. We know that. How do we feed Lagos with protein? How do we increase the nourish the, how do we call it, the malnourished Lagos that we have? Chick to Plate is self-explanatory. It tells you how you can breed your chicken, and down to how it gets to the consumer hands, like how it
gets to our tables.
How it gets to our tables. But you know, it's Chick to Plate, so plate is the end product.
So how it gets our tables.
So we try to bring we are trying to make sure that we have the I want to try and get the words together, so I'm sorry if this is not coming through. What the core value is to feed Lagos, and to feed Lagos, bringing protein, making sure protein comes to everyone in Lagos. One of the key factors is we try to make sure that farmers can get hands-on
protein,
technology to be able to produce this poultry products to meet our customers,
to meet their needs.
Yeah.
Très bien. Okay, so for is it the first time BAT will be doing this?
There were BAT and LSADA was into fingerlings to fork, and decided to change to Chicks to Plate. Okay. Reason why? Because we discovered that a lot of protein poultry don't come from Lagos State. We come from either exportation or from neighboring states. So we decided to go into this so that we can help farmers within Lagos State to produce, and let us let the money stay in Lagos.
Let's get it all together in
Yes,
Lagos.
let's get it all in Lagos.
All right. So moving on now, with demand for poultry products in Lagos consistently outstripping local supply, how will you train these 200 smallholder farmers directly impact food security and reduce the state's reliance on importation? So this is about a training taking place, right?
Yes.
So we're training over 200 smallholders farmers directly to impact food security. So how will this training take place and help us help the state with reliance on imported poultry? We'll bring it all down.
Okay. 200 is not enough. By the time we look at it, it looks very, very small compared to 20 million people in Lagos State.
And almost 20 million people eat protein on a daily.
Yes, almost all of them eat protein on a daily basis, especially poultry products. Eggs, we're talking chicken meat, we're talking protein in general. So trying to train 200 people will help us spread the word. Let me use that. Will help us spread the word around various agricultural zones. That is, we're talking Ekpe, we're talking Agege, we're talking Badagry, and we're talking Ikorodu. These are different far zones where people in this group, this 200, can learn the ability to raise this chick with caution on their health, and with caution on how to produce them till they are ready, and also be able to process them, and after processing them be able to package and deliver very healthy to our people in Lagos.
All right, so if I'm looking at it, is there a big deal in raising chick and all that? It's not just to feed them on a daily, give them water, give them drink, and they're fine.
there is more to raising chicks. You need to think of nurturing them like you have a baby, and most of the time it is easy for them because they pick from the floor, and because they pick from the floor it is very difficult for them not to have infection. So one of the basic things I always let people know is not just the chicks. You yourself can bring infection from outside to them. So if you don't take biosecurity very seriously, you won't be able to nurture chicks to the age they are meant to be produced to become meats.
And fulfill destiny.
To fulfill destiny.
All right, that's good. So this program is what duration is to train these 200 people?
The 200 people are meant to be trained within which we started in Agege to September, which Badagry is the final one, and the program continues with overtime.
So this particular one, so it started already?
Yes, it started at Agege.
Oh, great. It started at Agege. All right, and it's concluded there?
Yes, it's concluded in Agege.
The practicals.
With the practical, it has been completed now. So we've moved to another ecological zone,
which is where?
Which is Ekpe.
Okay.
Which I think they're rounding up their training right now.
Okay.
So they're moving to the next, which is Ikorodu. And the last one is in September in Badagry.
Because there are 4 locations.
4, yes.
That's awesome. That's great.
So let's move on to practical value addition in poultry. The program is start chicks to plate, moving beyond basic rearing. Well, give us more insights on what they would learn, what specific processing, value addition and preservation techniques will participants learn to ensure that poultry reaches consumer safely and profitably also.
So the program is going to help you. It's going to help us train farmers, smallholder farmers, to be able to nurture, as I mentioned earlier, to be able to nurture the chicks. Now, the program is dealing with majorly day-old chicks and layers in particular. Many farmers don't sell their products as adding value. All they do is once we have spent layers, we can just sell it to anyone and get a cheap get a cheap fund for it, and that's the end. But the training is going to help them be able to add value to them. That is, from they will be able to grade their eggs, because the production of layers is what the core value of this program. So they're going to be able to take their eggs, grade them, handle them, be able to make sure that they are worthy of who is going to eat the product. And once the chicken is spent, they will be able to process it. That is going to slaughtering, defeathering, effervescence, and be able to marinate if possible, and smoke dry, and also freeze in different values.
All of this ending in our stomach.
Yes.
That's what you've taken all around. It is Lagos Farmers on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and of course Semidaya Anthony and my co-host in the studio,
DG.
All right, and of course our guest in the studio this evening is Otun Olamilekan Adeola, who is the Principal Research Officer in LSADA, and we're just taking a look at how beneficial, or what are the benefits that await you for those who are going to be part of the training that is taking place. When is the training take place?
Oh, we've started the training. Okay. It's in 4 different locations. We started last 2 weeks in Agege, and that has rounded up. So they've moved to Ekpe, which is ongoing. So we have Ikorodu and Badagry left. So by September we should be rounding up the first batch.
So it's still a process that is ongoing and going towards the end of the year.
Exactly.
Now, before we round off, what let the young people or even farmers who are listening to us know how they can connect to this training and what it also entails?
Yeah. So tell us about the selection process.
Okay. Most of the farmers that are involved, the 200 farmers that are involved in this training, were selected by extension agents. This extension agent picked them from the database of the LSADA Farmers Forum, so that we can get those that are really into it and be able to do it properly. And even since they don't have the technical know-how of this particular the training, they will be able to have more knowledge. And since it's a smallholder farmers assistance program, it is easy for them to get more technical knowledge on them.
Right. Well, it's Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Of course, you're listening to my guest. We have Otun Olamilekan Adeola. He is the Principal Research Officer in the LSADA. And for those who do not know the full meaning of LSADA, it is Lagos State Agricultural Development Authority in partnership with the British American Tobacco Nigeria Foundation. And we are educating you as you're listening on how well you can become an agripreneur for your business, having the best of knowledge when it comes to agriculture.
Yeah. Now, poultry farmers face high food cost, right?
Yes.
Diseases, risks, and cold chain challenges. How does the partnership with BATNF help farmers navigate these operational hurdles and get access to modern equipment and resources?
This is one of the reasons why this training is ongoing, because one of the things is they will have to learn how to be precise. Precision farming is what is the in thing now. If farmers are precise, they won't waste their food. Even when it's expensive, it won't be wasted. They'll keep records, and they'll be able to monitor what they do. So basically, biosecurity is one of the most important things. Once they have all this intact, which they are learning as we speak, they are learning from the training. So these are the reasons we are trying to mitigate the food increase, to use precision to meet to reduce the wastage and all that.
All right. So for the farmers that have been trained, do they get to pay, or it's free?
No, it's free.
Oh,
it's
wow.
free.
So Well, freebies coming on to you. I don't know what it is you're doing that is not making you connect. Well, you can join our conversation this evening. Speaking to our guest, you can call in 0809-912-0777. And that's a WhatsApp platform for you to send a message to. But you can call directly 091-5387-7127. 091-5387-7127. If you are a farmer, or you are interested in farming, you want to learn about poultry farming, that is what it's specific about. Poultry farming, you want to learn, you have an idea, there's someone around you who is into poultry farming, you want to connect with him this evening. Well, the phone lines are open already. You can call us on the program. We have just about a few minutes before we go. That is 091-5387-7127. 091-5387-7127. Feel free to call us, ask questions, and we will certainly help you out with what you need to know for you to connect to this training and take advantage of what's coming in Lagos.
Okay, great. Now, during the practical sessions, what value addition? Because we see wastage is part of the challenges, right? So what value addition were taught them? What provisions, maybe equipment were provided or will be provided to ensure that they can take it from the chicks to the plate successfully? Okay.
So as earlier said, my core is agro-processing. I find it easy to talk about adding value to whatever agricultural produce you have. So when it came to this chick to plate, it was about how can we transform eggs to something sellable. I told them, okay, let's do this. Let's boil eggs. Let's sell eggs. If we are a smallholder family, we can actually sell eggs as if we are producing just 30 crates of eggs. Why can't we sell two or three crates as boiled? We brought about, okay, why not turn them into pickled eggs, soak them in vinegar, create a new confectionery from it. That also went there. We also decided, okay, our birds are going to be spent in about a year and a half. We can turn them into frozen. So we go through the process of slaughtering, scalding, refrigeration, and they're already packaged and in the freezer. Also, I said we can still go down the lane and we can, create smoked or marinated chicken that you can actually spice up and people will buy for higher price. So these are the value chains that can actually be gotten from this training and that we've trained them on. They've gotten all this through the training.
Okay.
Well said. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. But let's quickly take a look at the traffic update that we have for you while we await your calls and messages. There is a report here that says an update on the reports that we gave you earlier around the Eco Bridge inward Castine axis. Talking about the mechanical problem, says a tow truck have been contacted for evacuation. That was initially, but now update coming in says it has been taken off the road. If you want to join our conversation, please feel free to reach us on the number 091-5387-7127. 091-5387-7127. It is Lagos Farmers on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Alright, so as we continue our conversation this evening for let's say the training spans key divisions starting from Agege to Ekwe, Ikorodu and Badagry. Now, how are participants selected across these regions, and how will LSADA ensure long-term extension support after the workshop is concluded?
Okay, extension is very key here. To follow up.
We already mentioned how most of these farmers were selected. Now, after the program, definitely the extension agents are still going to go back to the farmers, talk to them about how they're going on the program, see their challenges, and there's a toll-free venue where they can call back to the extension agent to be able to talk to them about any issues that they're going through. And I guess we have everything on ground to attend to them once they're in any issue.
Okay, good. Now, so producing successfully is just one part of the whole ball game, right?
Yes.
Yes. How about market access, branding, cooperation among farmers? What about this?
So the program has top-notch SMS. What I mean by SMS is subject matter specialists on this aspect you asked, record keeping. So they're being trained. The participants are being trained on how to market their product using social media, using every platform available to them. And we have the RID as well that are going to help connect farmers to people that are going to buy and all that. So it's all taken care of.
All right, so I have a quite curious question here, and the person says, with the rising cost of poultry production, how can Lagos farmers remain profitable while keeping eggs affordable for consumers? Olusegun, send that in.
Can I hear that question again?
Okay, so with the rising cost of poultry production,
okay,
how can Lagos farmers remain profitable while keeping eggs affordable for consumers?
Well, we hope with the new training, once there's a lot of people doing this production, we believe that with what has been trained and the message that has been passed around, it should be able to drop, not so much, but with a little significance, maybe a little, to make something substantial out of
what they have.
Yeah.
All right, over to you.
All right. So how do we balance the? Lagos has about 25 million people. Okay, and then we still have a lot of products coming in from outside the state.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even imported from outside the country.
Exactly.
So how do we reduce this? How do we help our farmers so that they can keep the money produced? I know this training really will do something, but 200 farmers is still
it's like dipping a needle in.
So how do we help
the ocean
to ensure that this export, because our people are producing and then we are still having so much coming in. There's still a gap.
The training is meant to bridge that gap. And you look at it like 200 people, it's too small. The program is just this 200 for now, and I'm sure the program is still ongoing and it's still going to give us more participants over the years. And see, it works this way. Just put a seed somewhere and it will grow if you nurture it properly. So this is like a seed from BATN NF and Lagos State Agricultural Development, which the extension arm has been doing a lot. We should give them a round of applause for doing so much on trying to propagate information about how they can get farmers to do a lot of things. So with this training and with every other thing, it will spiral into something better. Just like I said, plant a seed and it will grow. Once you
plant it, it will certainly grow. It is Lagos Farmers on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We have just about a few minutes to go. But
so your last thoughts. When I say your last thoughts, I mean for this program, not for life.
Definitely not going to die now.
Before we take that last thought, someone says, good evening, how can someone that does not have an idea about farming partake? I don't have any land to farm on, and what are the benefits I stand to get if I can partake?
There's profit in agriculture. There's profits in agriculture. We all know this. You gain understanding. You gain profit. And you gain knowledge. from doing agriculture. I am a partaker. I have been a agricultural person for quite some time now. I do processing.
Okay, I'm listening. Please go ahead.
Okay, I do processing, and when I started this business, I studied agriculture in university, but I didn't know. I can say the book is different from actually having a practical knowledge of what you know. So when I started, I took it from, I actually do poultry, I do broiler birds. So when I started, I was making a lot of mistakes. I had to learn. So in the process of learning, I discovered that, okay, precision agriculture made me understand that I can make more money and not waste a lot. Because, you know, I cannot say everything here because we don't have much time, but LSADA has a lot to offer. You can walk into LSADA, I mean Lagos State Agricultural Development Authority. They will put you through from day one to the very last, and someone will always support you through all this, so they can actually help.
Okay, can we have your contact so that if they want to reach out, they can with ease reach out to us?
Sure, they can have my contact.
All right, or the contact of LSADA.
LSADA.
If they have to follow you across social media, let's just have the social media under while we round off.
Okay, my name is Olamilekan. If you search Facebook, you'll find me there. If you search Instagram, you'll find me there. And if you find almost all social media platforms, you find me there.
1 hour, we're almost out of time. This is about the size of the program. Probably we would have this continuation of the discussion. But at this point, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you so much for coming into the studio this evening. Our guest on the program has been Otun Olamilekan, and he is Adeola. He's a principal research officer in LSADA, and he has been our guest in the studio this evening. My name is Timidayo Anthony.
And I'm Adidi Judulese. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. From Lagos, for my return next week Friday.